What's up, y'all? This your girl, Dre with the T. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's help the channel grow. Okay, y'all, tonight I want to talk about reasons of why you should not get back with your ex. And I know I might get a lot of backlash for this, but I'm just going to talk to y'all from my personal experience. Y'all can take it or leave it, but I'm just going to give y'all some real life experience of what I dealt with dealing with a cheater. You know what I'm saying? And why I don't think it's a good idea to entertain a cheater. I can remember like back in the day, a couple years back, I had like a boyfriend who was a cheater. Like he was a cheater and a liar. Like he willed me in, making me believe he was on the up and up. You know how that go. They tell you what you want to hear, make you all feel like y'all be in a full-blown relationship. Just for me to find out this man was sleeping around with multiple women in his job. Like it was no filter. He had nothing, no shame in his game. He was sleeping around women in his neighborhood, at his job. Like I got to that phone and just a lot of shit disclosed itself. When I wasn't even asking for it, the phone rang, happened to pick it up. He was stepped out the house and it just was up. I answered the phone, I see a female face on the phone, like, hey, your phone ringing, and it just looked like, and it had baby in there. So I'm like, damn, okay. So I answered the phone and I started seeing a lot of other shit that was in the phone. And, you know, granted, I did try to give him the benefit of doubt. And he cried out. I was younger, you know what I'm saying? And it's like when people cheat on you, it catch you off guard. You don't be, much people be like, as soon as you found the person cheat, leave them, leave them. Sometimes it ain't always just easy to leave that person because you got feelings for that person. You built a bond with that person. You be hurt. It catch you off guard. So you might not be so quick to just up and leave the person. But let me tell y'all, so, you know, he cried out. He was crying out for me to stay around him and wanted me to stay around. And I gave it a fair shot. You know what I'm saying? To try to forgive him because he was crying out. He gave me his access to his phone. He got his phone number changed, gave me the passcode to his phone. Like he was doing everything to try to show me that, you know, he really have changed. But it was just the mental for me. Like when I looked through that man's phone after the phone rung and I got a chance to see the rest of the shit was in there. After I saw the girl face, it was several women in there. And I was just looking back on the phone history. It was just like a lot of history of him being lying every day. Like throughout our whole relationship, it was built on lies. And I guess I couldn't get that out of my head. I was scarred. Like, you've been lying to me. You've been coming around my family. We've been going out on dates. We've been celebrating holidays. And it was like some of the dates and shit. Like, wow, I remember that night when he told me he was falling asleep. And I'm seeing him in the old Texas linking up with somebody else. Or like he's sending me a good morning text. He's sending me and 5 other women a good morning text. And I just couldn't get that shit out of my head. Like, it's like our whole relationship was built on lies. You've been lying every day. Every day. Like, how do I trust you after this? That was my biggest thing about like trying to keep going with the relationship. The trust was gone. The trust was just like gone. Like, how do you, and that's why I'm saying, like, for some people it might could work. If y'all go see therapy, go see counseling, it possibly can work, but you have to build that foundation all the way back up. Like, it's the trust for me. It's not even the cheating itself. It was like how you was comfortable to lie to me, how you was comfortable to deceive me. I look at you as a friend. When I'm with somebody, I treat them like family. I take them around my family. I do something to my friends. We go out. I break bread with them. I buy them gifts. Like, I do it all, like, because I expect the same back. So I treat you like family. And so the fact that you deceive me like that, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. And it was just like, I couldn't get over the mental part. So it's just like even trying to stay around him. And I was like in my 20s when this shit happened. I can remember me like trying to stay around him. It was like every time, and it was even like phone texts I saw how he was lying when he was getting off the phone with me and his history. And like the dates, everything just adding up like, damn. So that's why that day I was just scamming through the whole phone. Like, I'm like, oh, that's why that day he was doing that. And I could see how he was lying, got off the phone with me, like his daughters was calling and kind of found he was out. It was another female clicking in so you can link up with them. So like even trying to stay in that relationship after it becomes toxic, unhealthy, because you're going to always be like up on alert. Like you always going to be paranoid, questioning what they tell you the truth, question who calling their phone, like a detective, investigator. And I can't live my life like that. Like, I got to be with somebody who I'm comfortable with. I got to constantly check your phone and worry about who you talking to on the phone and question where you going. It's not going to work. It's not going to work for me. I just can't deal with nobody like that. Trust is everything to me. I value trust. I value honesty. And I feel like I can respect a man who gonna keep that shit real in the day. We are grown here. Like in the day, if you want to see other people, just say that. And I feel like y'all can still possibly have a good relationship or friendship because it allow you at that time to deal with the person how you want to deal with the person. But I feel like when a person cheat and lie to you, it take your choice away because now you in this false relationship and you might be giving up shit, looking out for them, giving them girlfriend or white privileges, and they don't even deserve it. And that's the same thing vice versa for men. But if a woman cheating on you and making you think you the one, you looking out for her, you got her back, and you being loyal to her, like you gonna be hurt, you gonna be deceived. Like you're not gonna be able to trust that person because it's like, damn, are you using me? And I feel like a lot of people who do cheat and lie are opportunists. That's the bottom line. Like you a manipulator, you taking advantage of good people because I feel like it take a low down person, a person with no conscience who can sit there and cheat on a person who been nothing but good to them. It take you to be a low down person to me. It just take you in my opinion, take you to be a low down person because it's like if you can sit there and play somebody who been nothing but good to you and had your back and like you don't have no conscience and you know they a good person. And I feel like people like it's temptation. They could be impulsive, they could be immature, but I feel like even then, I feel like if you a good person with some good morals and good values, if you know you're not ready to settle down and you know that person going hard for you, if you got a good heart and you a good person, you will let them know, like, baby, I'm not ready for this shit right now. To free that person up, give that person a chance to explore their options out there. But if you a selfish person that's all in it for you, then you won't be comfortable using that person. And I feel like trust is everything. That's my, reason of not being able to stay with a cheater, like my own personal experience, because it's always easy to say what you will and you won't do. And then people be like, because I thought the same, like, if somebody cheat on me, I'm done. Because I didn't see people doing that shit. Like, you never know what you will not do. But like I said, I was in my 20s then. I'm in my 30s now. I'm older. I'm mature. Like, I'm not dealing with the shit. The shit I dealt with in my 20s, I'm not dealing with it. So I'm able to say at this point, I'm not dealing with it because I know how trust is important to me. That's part of my morals and my values. And when you know what your morals and your values is, you know what you stand on, it's going to be hard to deal with anything less. That taking maturity, your worth, your value. When you a person that suffers from low self-esteem, you would deal with anything. But when you know what you bringing to the table, like you're not going to allow people to treat you any type of way. And granted, that was in my 20s. It took me a while to get to this point. Like it took growth. It took maturity. It took me knowing my value and what I brought to the table. That's why I'm able to say to any person now, I don't deal with cheating. I'm not dealing with it. But to each his own. Some people go to therapy and get help. But I feel like it's going to take a lot of help, a lot of therapy, a lot of being open, a lot of work to even make it work after cheating. Some people do make it work, but you have to be open, putting your phone out. Being open about your communication, your whereabouts. Like nothing going to be a secret. You got to make that person feel all the way back comfortable to trust you. Because you got to think about it. It's going to be women everywhere. It's going to be men everywhere. When you leave out your house, go to the store, the gas station, liquor stores, when you go to work, when you got to run the business, you're going to deal with the opposite sex. So who going to be there to babysit you? Nobody can be there to babysit you. That's why I said trust is so important. So that is my reason behind not dealing with cheaters. But y'all can drop y'all comments below. Have y'all ever dealt with a cheater? Did it work for y'all? Did y'all stay with the person? Did y'all leave? Like, I would like to see any success stories out there. Drop them comments below. This your girl Dre with the T. Till next time, y'all be safe. And don't be sure to hit that subscribe button. Peace.